Alright, moving into the semifinals. It's still a best of 5 between Cryoc and Locdog. In the top right, it is Sass. Sass, Locdog is the purple Terran. And in the bottom left is Cryoc as the yellow Terran. Is Sniper Ridge? Indeed it is Sniper Ridge. Alright. Interesting map for a little TVT action. Alright, so Cryoc, he should have learned his lessons from last time. Don't know why Koreans are sending me random messages. Should have learned his lessons from last time. Gotta go factory first. Locdog, we didn't see him play. Don't know what his particular TVT style is. In fact, I have never seen him play as Terran, as he's normally a Protoss player. Alright. How good you TVT? Bad. Alright. I'm glad Locdog fixed that for us. Like, wait, wrap him? What does that mean? Like, you're going to suffocate him with Christmas paper? No. Oh, he meant rape. Okay. We're all on the same page now. We all get what he meant to say. Alright. So, Locdog, not confident in his own TVT skills. He beat Choosy. Choosy doesn't play Terran either, but apparently... he should be pretty good. You would think. I think Game said that Choosy's like B rank as Terran? I seem to remember Game posting in the thread that everybody who was off racing was at least B rank at their at their off race. He was not including Choosy, or excuse me, he was not including Locdog in that. So when Locdog says he's D+, that might be true. Because Locdog wasn't one of those 8 players, but... Alright. So... excuse me. Factory down for Cryoc. He is going to continue with that build. And Locdog is going to be going for a fast expo. But instead of following that fast expo up with barracks, he's going to be following it up with the factory. The factory is going to be a little bit delayed though, and he's going to have to deal with a scary push from Cryoc. With the tank and few marines. Okay. Get a little bit of water. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, so factory is started for Locdog. It's on the way. Siege mode's on the way for Cryoc. His siege mode's going to finish similar to the time the factory's done. A little bit after, though. I think siege mode takes a little bit longer than a factory does to construct, and he started a little bit later. So I think it'll be about here. But Cryoc's now pushing out. Locdog has an SCV there. He sees the Marines. He does not see the tank. He does not see that tank coming. So he doesn't really know exactly what kind of push he's going to be dealing with. He already has a bunker down, so he's going to be playing it defensively, but as we saw, a bunker does not automatically mean you are safe, as the siege tank can just pick it off. Terran has the luxury of getting their siege unit very quick compared to... Alright, interesting. They have the advantage of getting their siege unit very quick compared to the other two races, either Reavers or Guardians. Really? I don't know what this is. Like, he's gonna lift it off and use it for vision, I guess. I mean, the Siege Tank seems to have pretty good vision already. Alright. Well, Cryoc has a pretty strong defensive position here. Gonna be able to shut down mining at the expo. Locdog has 2 bunkers. Not going to help out a whole lot. Alright. I guess this engineering bay does make a lot of sense for the spotting. I didn't realize that that was what Cryoc was going to go for. I thought he was just going to attack up the front, which meant that if he was using the engineering bay to get for quick scouting, it just kind of seemed weird because it's a matter of like, why would you need it at all? But with most of Cryoc's units out of position, Locdog's going to go in for an attack. He can shut down this expo. He's going to go try to kill it off? No, he's not going to try to kill it off. He's just going to attack with all of his Marines. And he has a lot of Marines here. The Siege Tank is undefended, so the Marines are going to move in. Can he get a spread on the Marines so he doesn't take too much damage? A little bit, but most of the Marines have already died. There's only 2 of them left. So he can't get a whole lot of damage behind this. Units coming back from Cryoc to make sure that nothing can go, so that the Marines cannot do too much more damage, and they're not going to be able to already die before the reinforcements arrive. But, Alright. Interesting. So, that attack does a little bit of damage from Locdog, but it seems like he should have been able to get a little bit more. If he had focused on the command center, he might have been able to get a kill on it. I think 7 Marines could have done a lot of damage to the command center. Again, buildings that are not completely constructed do not have 1 armor, so the Marines are going to do extra damage to it. Alright, Wraith's trying to shoot back the engineering bay a little bit, trying to make it so that its vision isn't so much of an issue, and it looks like they're going to be able to get it. Oh, trying to go in for that final snipe, but no, cannot quite finish it off with the SCV repairing it. So the eBay will live. Ooh, but they're finding yet again a really nice range where they can hit the tanks. By chance, is there an academy? No, the academy is not going to be done for a while. I was wondering if potentially he was getting range for his Marines, which would mean that they could shoot the Wraiths, but not going to happen. And, almost losing that tank, but not quite. Once again, going back to shooting at this engineering bay. And Locdog is being horribly, horribly annoying with these Wraiths. Just abusing the range of the bunker as much as possible. Meanwhile, Cryoc is taking a 3rd base. So that's going to be 3 bases versus 2, as Locdog is finally able to repopulate that one. Oh, almost losing the Wraith. Is Locdog getting Cloak? He has a control tower, but I don't think he has Cloak. Might be a good idea here. Alright, and now Cryoc is throwing down lots of barracks, so he will be transitioning into that same composition he's been going for. It's been a bio with tank support, into dropships, into battle cruisers every game so far. And it's been working out pretty solidly. I think that it's, again, I really think that's the best way to be playing this. Locdog, he's going Wraiths. He's got Cloak, and he's going to keep building them, but he seems a little bit scattered as to exactly what he's going for here. Alright, all the tanks are dead. Excuse me, all the tanks are dead for Cryoc, so that one siege tank for Locdog is going to be able to pick everything off. And nope, it gets taken out. So Cryoc's next attack coming up as the remnants of his very first one are finally cleaned up. Now, oh man, the Wraiths still need to be very careful about how they engage. With that many Marines with Stim, it's going to be an easy win for them if the Wraiths are all alone. But once you start to get siege tank support in there, once you start to get some topography to help you out, the Wraiths can be effective. Locdog just needs to be patient. At the same time, he does really need to figure out a way to deal with this. I think his Wraiths can attack from this side. The Marines do not have that big of range yet. I really doubt range is done. No, range isn't done. He could be attacking it like that, but instead he's going to fly out with his Wraiths. Looks like 9. 9 Wraiths. Gotta love that triple queuing the Wraiths. Apparently everybody in this tour just loves to queue up the units. Now flying in with the Wraiths, going to focus on the missile turret first, and oh, doing a little bit of micro there, flying out the one Wraith that was getting targeted. Does manage to keep it alive too, just barely. And now a lot of these SCVs are going to take damage here. The Marines are trying to get into position to attack. Cloak goes down, and oh, there's the scan. Now the Wraiths are flying out of there, only going to lose one, and did a lot of damage to the SCVs. Nice harass, but at the same time, because he sent his Wraiths out, Cryoc hasn't lost his army here. And he's still able... Oh, losing a tank, Locdog. It's a bad move there. He's still been able to deny mining from here. This base has no population on it yet. Looks like some SCVs are transferring out. So it's going to be still 2 versus 3 base, as there's no mining going on here. Alright, clearly that siege tank could see the SCV. That should be a hint that there is a base up at one of these 3 left expos. Upper left expos. So, battlecruisers once again. It looks like Cryoc skipping over the drop phase of his build. And drop probably wouldn't have worked out very well for him, as Locdog has too many Wraiths, so they would have been too easy to snipe. There we go. There's Locdog's Wraith fleet, and I mean, he's adding on more starports. It looks like we're going to get to that classic TVT matchup of Wraiths versus battlecruisers, just doing it at the 15-minute mark. Man, he really does need to avoid those turrets as much as possible. Turrets just do so much damage to the Wraiths. Now Cryoc coming in for an attack here. Firebat! First Firebat of the game, attacking stacked SCVs. Does not have a kill yet. Oh, but they're stacked! They're stacked, the Firebat! He's stimming, he's going in! 4 kills! 4 kills for the Firebat. He did damage to a lot of other SCVs. So, very nice by Mr. Firebat over here. Cleaning up that base. The Wraith's trying to come in from the back, but that's not going to work out. 24 SCVs. Wow. A lot of SCVs went down. I didn't realize it was that many killed. And the Wraith's trying to do micro here, but micro isn't going to help out a whole lot against that many Marines. Still denying mining on this side. Means that Locdog's on 1 base. On 1 mining base. He does have this one coming up, so hopefully for him, Cryoc won't realize it. Interesting, splitting up the armories. Normally you don't want to do that because you forget about hitting the other upgrade. Ooh. Battlecruiser energy upgrade. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Coming in for some snipes here. Managing to get the tank, and there's a stim, but the scan is very late. So won't be able to do anything. Siege tank's coming up to help support here, and a whole mess more of wraiths. Locdog gets so many wraiths here. And man, it's pretty fortunate at this point that Cryoc is in fact transitioning into battle cruisers, because the wraiths have a good shot against him. Alright, the siege tank managing to take some shots off at the Marines as they move by. Doing some good damage. There we go. Now vision again. I don't know, Locdog hasn't had the best game so far, but he's kind of working his way back in. Well, I take that back. Cryoc has so much more supply. Cryoc has an extra 100 supply. Extra 100 supply over his opponent. Because of these battle cruisers. It's the unseen supply. I thought he was only ahead by a smaller amount, but it's, I don't know, 666, 6666, like that's 42. Man. Science vessel now out. I don't know how he's gonna use a science vessel. Probably for some D-matrixes. Could be really strong here. This base is discovered of Locdog's. Locdog is still just not mining at the rate he needs to be. He's been on one base way too long at this point. I don't know if he can get back into this game. It's really this. This isn't that strong of a position for Cryoc. It's doing way more damage than it should be. Locdog needs to just man up and attack it with the wraiths. Clean it up really easily. Oh, fuck. You heard that. You saw the missiles. Oh shit, Locdog's screwed. He has invoked the legendary Curse of the Cacao. If you saw some of ISL 3, specifically early ISL 3, you remember the Curse of the Cacao. Oh man, Locdog, you are not in a good enough position to be invoking the Curse of the Cacao upon yourself. Alright, fourth base going down for Cryoc. Cryoc's doing a great job in this game, and that, excuse me, he's doing a great job in this game, and he's going to continue doing a great job, and then he's going to reveal the battle cruisers. And Locdog can go, oh, man, I really do have no hope in this. More wraiths being produced. Locdog with a lot of excess gas at this point. He's been able to mine gas off of 2 bases, but only mined minerals off of 1 for a while. So that's why he has so much gas, despite making so many wraiths. Catching the SCBs in transfer. Man. Alright. Looks like the wraiths are doing some good harass on the SCVs down the bottom. A lot of harass. Some SCVs trying to transfer away, but other ones are here to take their place in the slaughter. Are the battlecruisers going to come? Nope, the battlecruisers are not going to come over to help. Instead, it looks like the battlecruisers are going to go up top. Possibly to deal with this new base that's coming up. Got some siege tanks up on the high ground. And now the wraiths are coming in. The wraiths see that battle cruisers are on the way. Locdog does not know that there are already 10 or so out. And these wraiths are actually going to do a good amount of damage before Cryoc reacts. He's bringing back some Marines, but there's so many wraiths that number of Marines won't matter. He's going to need more. But here's the battle cruisers. Barracks sees the battle cruisers. Barracks retreating from the battle cruisers, and oh, a great stim. a great stim on those wraiths, and just taking out that number of wraiths is so expensive for Locdog, especially considering his economy. And now battlecruisers moving forward, taking out the one missile turret there that could possibly do anything, and now gonna kill off all the tanks very easily. Going to catch another fleeing building. GG from Locdog, and Cryoc takes game number 1. Never did get to see the wraiths actually fight the battlecruisers, but I mean, the cloak wraiths would have been strong, but not only would you have needed Cryoc to have messed up that engagement, even if he messed it up horribly and lost all his battlecruisers, he still would not have been in that bad of a position. He still probably would have been ahead. So, kind of a lost cause for Locdog. Alright. On the right side is Locdog as the blue Terran. On the left side is Cryoc as green. And this is going to be the first game on Chain Reaction. That's the name of this map, right? Chain Reaction. Alright. Alright. So, this map is really fun for TVT. Because while I don't like this map normally, the games... excuse me, while I don't like this map normally, for TVT with all the different positionings, it can be really fun for the tanks. But there's going to be a lot fewer tanks. Which means that tanks are still going to be very important, but it's going to be how you use them. I think that dropship play is very, very strong here. I think you're going to see a lot of tank drops trying to take out buildings from the back or from various other high grounds. So, look like Locdog is going to go for the early scout. Wow. Locdog just had enough money now for the refinery, but his refinery is so much farther behind Cryoc's. I don't know why. Their barracks are at the same time. I mean, he did send the earlier scout, but it wasn't that much earlier. Huh. A little bit weird. Okay. So, there's the factory for Locdog. Factory for Cryoc already started. This is a map with a reverse ramp. So if one player is able to be aggressive, it's going to go a long way towards finishing him off. Because neither player is going to have that forward position. Neither of them going for the fast expo. I'm pretty sure this is the one of only 2 reverse ramp maps. The other one being Jade. We saw Cryoc be aggressive on Jade, but because Te had gone for the fast expansion, he couldn't get the good position at the top of the ramp. If a Terran player was able to get good position at the top of the ramp, that means they'd be able to get tanks behind very easily. They could just walk them there. Or drive them there, I guess. That'd be brutal. Yeah. So, one Rack's factory seems to be just what's common. And it seems like it's the strongest option you gotta go for. But now that that's done, we can see a little bit of diversity. It looks like Locdog immediately goes for the extra barracks, and it's almost done now. He's adding on the machine shop. Is that going to be for tanks? He has enough money. There we go. Excuse me. Tank started. And Cryoc has already started his tank, getting it out a little bit faster, but it's mostly because he got his factory out faster. What is he going to build now? More supply depots? I'm not sure what direction Cryoc's going to go quite yet. Starport down for Locdog? How big is Locdog's army? He has 5 Marines. And Cryoc is moving out with 7 Marines and a tank. The tank will be done for Locdog, and he might be able to get 2 more Marines out. There we go. 2 more Marines are out. It's completely even. It's going to be who has the better micro here. And neither player knows that they're about to engage in the middle of the map. I like Cryoc's positioning. He can come in at a great angle and attack. And oh, Locdog completely out of position. A little bit of micro there means that most of the Marines are going to die. And now Locdog has some problems. He does have siege mode. The siege mode's going to be good, but the Marines can just get next to him. 1 Marine gets next to the tank. That's not going to make a huge difference. Getting splash on the siege tank. The siege tank is actually forced to come really close to avoid taking more hits, but that means that the Marines are able to pick it off, and Locdog, despite getting in a very bad situation at the beginning there, is able to turn it around in the end, just because his opponent misplayed there a little bit with the siege tank. He had siege mode done. He could have gone for siege mode himself, but instead he went in for the attack against his opponent's siege mode on a high ground, and it lived long enough to get 2 volleys off on the tank. All right. Oh, sorry about that. Locdog turning it around, getting on the offensive himself, but Cryoc is in way too good of a position. 2 tanks up on the high ground. Going to be able to shut down anything Locdog does here. Alright. First Wraith finally out for Locdog. He did get that fast starport. And Cryoc getting an engineering bay and a starport of his own. I'm assuming the starport is for drops. I don't think he's going to go for a little bit later Wraiths. I don't think that's a terribly good idea either. And ooh, Locdog going around the back? Is he going to try to destroy some temples? It looks like it. It looks like it. If he stays away with his units, Cryoc won't see it on his minimap. Obviously, he's going to see the splash on the temple if he's looking here. But I don't know if he's looking here. Does Cryoc know? He's not reacting. He's not reacting. This could be really good for Locdog. Cloak on the way, getting a dropship as well. The temple? The temple's gonna go down. Oh, and Cryoc's going the wrong direction. Uh-oh. Locdog's going to be able to set up a very strong position right here, and Cryoc's tanks just can't get in. Oh, yes. Yeah, dude, that's the new replay blocker. That is so the new replay blocker. Oh, this. Saving that. I like this is pretty intense, and Locdog's killing Cryoc, and Cryoc might lose the game here because he's bringing back all his siege tanks. But I need that picture. All right, he's sieging up. It's oh man, all the Marines immediately die. I don't know if 2 siege tanks are just going to be enough. Actually, because he lost all those Marines, he can't keep Cryoc's Marines out, so that's going to make it pretty easy for the Marines to just step forward and pick off everything. But still. Has Locdog doing enough damage? He killed a tank. He killed a supply depot. He only lost 2 tanks. Alright, add media file. Where to go? There we go. Yes. Oh man, and it's also a really good size, coincidentally. All right. This will be the picture that embodies Cryoc's underdog story here. He's the underdog trying to hold off against all the other players. Because Cryoc's over here just saying, hey man, Terran's like a really hard race. It's difficult, and you have to be good at StarCraft. Then you got people like Michael, who's just like, LOL, Terran's easy mode. Try using hatcheries, you noob. But Cryoc is here to prove that Terran does actually take skill. You can't just pick up Terran against the horde of Busy and Michael and Locdog, who would usurp him. Alright, Locdog countering the harass with harass of his own. Dropping on this high ground is going to be very hard. And one tank on the low ground, too. Interesting. It's going to serve the exact same purpose. Is he dropping Marines? No, that does not have anything in it. Man, this... I don't know how Locdog deals with this. I don't think this can be dealt with. This is just... It's too good. It's too good, and if Cryoc drops here too, Cryoc's not mining. Or, excuse me, Locdog's not mining. If Cryoc drops there. I think it's a Cryoc at first. I think I said Cryoc correctly when trying to describe Cryoc. I don't know why. I feel like I'm mixing up Locdog and Cryoc a lot. I don't know what's similar about their names. Something is. Alright, fire bats are out for Locdog because they do good versus Marines. Why the hell not? Trying to clear up... trying to clear up the drop here. The tank on the high ground has been taken out, but this tank is doing good damage to the command center. It's not going to be enough to hold off those 5 Marines, though. And the tank does go down. Tanks are strong versus Marines, but alone they're going to be very weak. So, that command center, it's going to live. Cryoc can resume mining. Apparently getting +1 for his Marines as well. But man, once again, this is reminding me of the last game where Cryoc was just able to siege up and prevent Locdog from mining for way too long. And that's just the reason why Locdog lost the last game. He really wasn't doing anything else wrong. It's just he didn't deal with siege tanks on high grounds. And he's continuing to not deal with siege tanks on high grounds. Doesn't he have a Wraith? He had a Wraith. Another bunker going down for Cryoc. I guess he really just wants to reinforce that position. He's building more Wraiths over here, but from just one starport. Where's that Wraith rallied to? Follow that little guy. Apparently there's just 2 Wraiths. 76 supply compared to 110. Cryoc, once again with the lead, is going to be getting his 3rd base up as Locdog gets his. So, man, 2 base versus 3. Seems to be the groove we're just setting into in this series. Alright, drop from Cryoc. This time a pure bio drop, no tank support. There is a cloaked Wraith in there, But there's a lot of Marines. Will there be enough tanks? There's only one tank to deal with that many Marines. And a bunker going down. You drop the SCV with the M&M to build a bunker? Cryoc revolutionizing the bio drop. Bring one SCV so you could throw down a bunker. Let's see how effective it is. Whoa. Starts a turret, immediately gets killed off by the tank. And now repair going down on that bunker. Unfortunately for the SCV, tanks do more damage than Dragoons do. So even if it wasn't killed, it would not be able to continue making that bunker fast enough. And it's not going to do that much damage to the SCVs, but it still did do some. Took out a lot of bio. A successful drop overall since he didn't lose the dropships. And more starports. Excuse me, more dropships from the starport. Science facility going down. Is he gonna go battlecruisers this early? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be for upgrades. Cryoc is doing so much damage with this. Why is Locdog not just killing the tanks? He's got to do it eventually. He can't play the game with being a base behind because his opponent just has 5 siege tanks that are stopping everything. Looks like we got some harass over on this side. A good number of wraiths and 3 dropships, 3 tanks, 6 bio. And this is should be able to take out the base pretty easily. There's just one bunker and 1 tank to defend. So the tank might be able to get some shots off. Oh, that's very nice. Since the temples were taken out, it's going to be pretty easy to transfer them back. Alright. So, stops mining from there, but really doesn't do that much damage to the marine count. Or the SCV count, excuse me. Meanwhile, Cryoc dropping on this side and now taking care of a lot of buildings, not lifting up the engineering bay. For unknown reasons, he did lift up the command center. Man, and there's still tanks up on the high ground. Is Locdog just going to lose his main? I don't know how he's going to deal with this. 4 tanks. Man, this is the scenario I was trying to describe in earlier games, where it's just a matter of the tank numbers. Cryoc has more tanks, so he can do a lot more things. And Locdog may have money for tanks, but he doesn't have the factories to produce them. So he's just stuck. Alright. Meanwhile, Cryoc stalling out a little bit on that side. Cryoc has diverted his attention up to Locdog's 3rd. Locdog losing mining here, down to just 1 base. So we have one mining base versus 1 mining base as Locdog moves forward with his tanks, dropping some marines on the low ground. Attacks going down at nearly every base on the map, except for the 2 naturals. Wow. This is just... But Cryoc is more. So I think Cryoc is going to be able to kill off faster. Building the physics slab while being dropped. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a starport anymore, so he cannot actually make any battlecruisers. And the Marines are going to stem forward, pick off the science facility. Yeah. With equal mining, with so little mining from both players, both being off at just 1 base, I think that Locdog can't overcome the deficit. It's just a little bit too strong. Marines coming to clean up the bio. Once again, Cryoc with that +1 advantage. Consistently with a +1 advantage over Locdog. Oh, there goes a tank. GG. From Locdog and Cryoc. Different map, same story. Locdog just cannot break tank lines. Or tank harass, whatever you want to call that. That little pocket of tanks on high ground shooting at bases. It's just beyond Locdog. Oh, we have Aztec? Aztec's one of the maps? Indeed it is. Okay, I missed this one. My bad. So when I said that there were only 2 reverse ramp maps, I was wrong. There were 3 reverse ramp maps. So top position is Locdog, still at blue. Left is Cryoc, now yellow. Once again, Locdog wanting to emphasize that his TBT rank is D+, because he's never played it in his life. I don't know why... I don't know why he says he's D+, then. If it's like, I've never played before, I'm D+. It's like, it makes sense if he said, like, oh, I'm D-, I've never played before, that's fine. But I don't know if he's never played before how he's able to assess his skill to beat D+. It's a little bit odd. Okay, now he's D-. Change the story up. Do we have proxies? We have proxies. When you can't win legitimately, you proxy. I don't know why Locdog took the roundabout path to the proxy. He's like, he's not going to go down this one. He's going to go round to the proxy location. Second SCV goes the short way. Little bit odd. Apparently he has some idea what he should do. The Cryoc... Like, of all the people, Cryoc knows what the hell he's doing. He's like, he's hitting the same things consistently. He seems to have a good grasp of what works. And obviously Locdog knows exactly what he's doing. He is doing BBS. Because he can. So, of all the games, it's kind of funny that now players are like, oh yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I'm pretty sure Locdog just knows I'm pretty sure Locdog's lying and trying to get Cryoc to mess up, but SCV heading out for Cryoc is going to go in the right direction. Actually a little bit unfortunate that he went in the right direction. If he had gone in the wrong direction, he would have seen the barracks. But, not going to be too much longer before he gets into the base and sees, oh wow, you have no SCVs and no barracks. I wonder what's going on here. Did you go AFK for the first 3 minutes? Alright, first new Marines coming in. They're going to be getting there not long after Cryoc sees it. So, what's Cryoc going to do to respond? He has the factory coming out. And this is going to be a case where he's going to be better off making some vultures. Vulture's going to do a lot of damage to Locdog as long as Locdog doesn't have the bunker. He is getting the bunker down. And on a reverse ramp map, it's going to be pretty brutal to deal with. But Cryoc, it's going to be fine. Locdog's delayed his... Excuse me, he's delayed his factory so long. Cryoc just needs to not do anything stupid here. As long as he just plays safe, just waits for siege mode, then he can take out the bunker, and he'll still have a better economy than his opponent, even after losing those SCVs, because of how many SCVs Locdog cut. Or at least it'll be very similar. And I think I might leave a couple, 1 or 2 SCVs here, just for the repair. Because you don't know, well, you do have the barracks here. Okay. I'm going to say he really doesn't know exactly how many Marines Locdog has. Why is Locdog lifting off a barracks? I don't know. Locdog, you confound me. That Croatian logic. Anyway, siege tank on the way. He should cancel the other siege tank and start siege mode. I think that's the better option here. You really don't need 2 siege tanks to get through this. You just need the 1. Better to get faster. Siege mode. I guess I really didn't think about it, but he doesn't need siege mode. The tank outranges the bunker because the tank outranges goons, and goons outrange bunker. Huh. And now there's an SCV repairing it. I don't think that the SCV can repair fast enough. Not that it's gonna matter. It gets taken out. Huh. Alright. So, bunker's on fire. It's gonna be going down pretty soon here. And the Marine's stepping forward a little bit, saving the bunker for a little while longer, but he can't get his other Marines in here until he either unloads them or the bunker dies. There we go, bunker is down. Now, oh, the SCV just got there barely too late to start to resume repairing. But really, Cryoc has no problems at all. Siege mode's almost done. He's going to siege mode up right here or right here. It's going to be a very strong spot to hit absolutely everything. Supply is dead even. Supply is dead even. Both players 30 out of 34. Now lifting up the barracks once again. With Cryoc lifting off his barracks so much, he's going to have a lot fewer Marines. But it might not matter if he has enough tanks. He can pretty much just A-move his tanks at this point. Nope, gonna go for siege mode instead. That's fine. Fuck this. Haha, GG. Alright. A little bit of a silly series, but Cryoc is gonna take it 3-0 and advance to the finals! Cryoc, our underdog, actual Terran player hero, advances to the finals, where he will play the winner of Michael versus Busy. I'm very interested about this one. Because Busy... Whoops.